Okay.
That'd be helpful. Hello, everybody.
Everyone. Welcome, and happy Galentine's Day to all of you. And I was not aware that this was a thing until someone emailed me and told me. And then I thought, of course it's a thing. So, yeah, it was really nice to celebrate our friendships with gals. And of course, any of you men that are here, it's your feminine side that we celebrate today as well. So welcome, Susan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, and welcome to everybody in the chat. Being here early birds. We're glad you're here. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I call it Stupid Bowl Sunday, but I'm not a sports fan. I always said, why can't they have a literature bowl or a maybe a spiritual bowl or one. Anyway,
a pet adoption bowl.
Adoption bowl. That's right.
Or although child adoption bowl.
Did you know who was host? They have a puppy bowl, I think, in front of the Super Bowl, and Snoop Dogg is the one that's doing it this year. I thought that was pretty funny.
I'm not going to watch. I don't even have anything to watch it on. Like I don't even get any of those networks, but I am going to miss the commercials and whatnot. So.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. But who would pay that money just to have your commercial on? I guess it's worth it to them, but millions of dollars that they pay. It's unbelievable.
Millions and millions.
Millions of dollars. So no offense to the sports fans. I hope all of you enjoy it if that's your thing. And I apologize if you were offended by my comment about it, but just being truthful. So anyway, it's good to see you. Yes, this is so true. Men get millions of dollars to run up and down the grass with a funny shaped ball. And that I like that. That's okay. But yes, okay, we will pray for the safety of everybody, because I'm hearing that Rand Paul and others are calling for the truckers to do some kind of a BS thing in LA. This is just these people that are doing this aren't Canadian for the most part. They're us, because they want to make Canada great again. And that tells me everything, It does. It really does.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's really terrible. And I think that, if anything happens, you guys just stay out of the way, right? If the truckers appear in your neighborhood or even on your commute to work, just stay out of the way. Because in the United States, it's going to be a different scenario. And I really, truly believe that Biden and the DOJ, they're going to put the smackdown on that. They're not going to let that. How much do you guys remember? I think it was $7 million it cost us in trade. It was a lot.
Oh,
many millions of dollars it cost us in trade.
Okay.
So we can't. Business is not going to really allow that. So I feel like somebody's going to put the smack down on that.
Well, I do know the Canadian Royal Canadian Police were arresting a lot of people. And so, I think they allowed them to be there for a period of time to let them say what they wanted to say. And, time to move on. So let's see. Growing up in the 70s, football was the entitlement group and pushed women's sports aside. Well, that's very true. That's very true. There's a lot of wonderful women's teams that have been pushed aside in favor of the men. So I agree with you.
I saw a great picture of a locker room, the picture of the classroom, and then a picture of the locker room, same school. And the locker room in the school had, I kid you not, 3-foot long video screens on the end of each row of lockers that portrayed professional athletes. And the classroom was like bare bones, and it's just that pretty much juxtaposes the problem.
It does.
Right?
It does. It does. And also the arts always get a backseat too. The arts are always kept first. The band and
And I'm telling you, the arts are what save us.
They are.
The music, the plays, the comedians, that's entertainment is what gets us through this stuff.
It does. Absolutely. Yep. So no offense to sports fans, but yes, there is always another side to everything. So good points made. Oh, they did? The truckers brought their young kids with them to Ottawa? Oh, dear. Oh. And T-Barb's brother and his wife are truckers and Trumpers. Oh, boy. I'm so sorry.
I don't know. We gotta have to get a handle on this real quick because it's getting out of hand.
We are. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here today. Thanks to everybody. I'm not ignoring all you wonderful people in the chat. I want to thank you. And I know Susan does too, for always coming here and being with us on Sundays. And if you missed it, I said happy Galentine's Day, which is when we girlfriends appreciate each other. And also to our men who are out there, such as Ron, we appreciate you as well and your feminine side. Your masculine side is great, but your feminine side is too. So, all right. And happy Valentine's Day to those of you tomorrow as well. Okay, so we got the first question here from Robin Siskin, and she's fairly new. She's been here a couple of weeks, so it's nice to have some new folks asking questions. She'd like to have some insights from her guides regarding whether or not she should plan a move to Oregon.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I got a confusing message. Overall, it feels like yes, but I got a yes, no, which means that it's complicated. It's more complicated. Your question is more complicated than maybe you know, or maybe than is stated here. Overall, the answer is yes. I don't know. Maybe there's a delay, or maybe there's something that's got to be done first. But yes, overall, yes.
Okay. Wow. It would be interesting for me to know what was calling you there. I know I felt called to two places, and I had to figure out which one was really calling me the most. And I asked the universe for an affirmation about it, and I gave specifics. Please tell me this, and it did, and I knew exactly where to come. So,
oh wow, fantastic! There you go.
Yeah, it is, and we got a full moon coming up, I think, on Thursday. So, yes.
I can where are you from? Post where you're from, where you're coming from.
Please do, Robin. Merry motive. So yes, you've got a merry motive for going there. So look at the stars. I think Susan's right. I think, you're going to probably end up there, but there might be a delay. But don't let that stop you.
There's something that you need to do, right? Some
right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Hopefully that you'll figure out what you need to do. All right. I did write this morning that we do need to stay with our questions being done on my Heart and Soul Connected community page, because we're already up to March 6th for people to ask questions. We have a lot of people and they have a lot of questions, and we want to honor everybody that's here. If you do not have accessibility, let's say, to that page, because if you have a laptop or a computer, you can go there and do it. I've had people email me with some questions, and then I've posted it there on the week that I can do it. So if you have that problem because you only are on a phone or whatever, just send it to me at heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com, and we'll put it up for you. We'll answer your question for you. I didn't realize people are having that issue. So.
I didn't.
All right. This is Valerie S. I'd like to know more about my spirit guides. I've been told I have an elf protector and my own higher soul guide. I'm working on my spiritual growth and gifts would like, whoops. Now, why did that just, everything moved. Everything shifts to connect with them.
It does shift. If somebody clicks, puts something in it.
It shifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's right at the moment you're clicking it to. Okay. Is there more to it? She would like, maybe
she wants to connect with them on a regular basis.
Would like to know. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Your spirit guides, you've been taught elf protector, my own higher soul guide. We all have our own higher soul, which is our higher self, right? A part of us that stays up there despite all of our incarnations. And then, Valerie, let me see, Valerie, you have a lot of color in your energy. There's a lot of color, bold colors, just colors, lots of colors. So that's interesting. It makes me wonder if you're a bit creative, if you're a creative type person. I don't know if you're in the chat, but if you are, chime in. And so your spirit guides, I can see the elf kind of protector. I can see that. I can also see an older. They're calling this it feels like a guru, like a wise person. He's older, much older. He sort of looks like a wizard. Sort of. He has a staff, although I never see them have staffs. But yours has a staff, and you know, he looks like the hermit from the tarot. It's like he got a lantern and a staff. Like I've never seen that before. Never.
Wow.
And I don't read tarot, so I don't use that as imagery. But anyway, he's lighting. I think the point is that he's lighting your way, that they're lighting your way. His name, I was going to say I don't have his name. And then whenever I say I don't, they always tell me, like, yes, you do. His name is Eldus, 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 something like that. He's your main guide.
Cool. Wow.
Keep going. You're on the right path. They're showing me that, you know, you're doing cards, crystals, sage candles. You're kind of like doing a lot of different things right now, and that's all good. Just keep following what you're interested in. What do you get, dear?
Well, I have these new cards. You know me, I spend more money on cards than anything in the world, but I got these cards called Guiding Light Oracle cards. And I love this picture. It says Kindred Souls.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And look at the picture. It's gorgeous. So I'm getting here, Valerie, that you are currently experiencing many changes in your relationships and friendships. And it is a very powerful move. So you are connecting more with people of like mind, probably here, you know, in this community and in other places. And you're moving towards that more spiritual. And if you're wanting to learn all about your guides, of course, that makes complete sense. You may be moving away from people who poo-poo what you like to do. And, you know, you don't have to do that, but sometimes it gets old to hear that people, you know, saying, oh, don't talk about that. That's crazy stuff. So, you know, you may be getting new friendships, and new friendships are also done right here in this community. It's amazingly wonderful. So good luck to you, Valerie. And thank you for your question. I hope you get to see your guide. I think it's fabulous. All right. This is a great question because I've been wondering it myself. So let's get this. I have a particular affinity, I guess is what I want to say, for Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman. I really appreciated everything he did. And so Liz wants to know, do we see anything about a lawsuit against Donnie Jr. and Giuliani and so on?
So he currently has a lawsuit, right?
Yes, he did. He just filed it. Yep.
Is it against the DOJ or is it against?
It's against Don Jr., Rudy, and anybody that was picking on him when he was in the, but not Don, not the big cheese. Not him.
So she wants to know how it's going to go.
How it's going to go. Yep.
Because they actually caused him to lose his career. I mean, he did,
and they're still bothering his brother, who is still in his twin brother.
His brother should just say bugger off, because you know what I mean? Like, no. If Lynn's brother is still still in charge of the Pacific Fleet, which is insanity.
That shit crazy.
Okay. I had calmed down this morning, and here I go. Okay.
You get triggered, you know.
Yeah, I know. I really do. I do. I get triggered.
We do.
I need to stay with spirit, because when I'm with spirit, I don't get triggered. Okay, so let me come back in. So Vindman's lawsuit, Donnie Giuliani, yes. It's a civil lawsuit, I feel like. And yes, I'm hearing that it's a win and a loss, okay? I don't think it's going to be what he wants, but I do think that it's going to be something. And in that something will be precedent, right? It'll be precedent for other court cases. And I think that people might say, well, that's a slap on the wrist. And it very well might be, but I think for Vindman, it's really about how it looks and not the money. I think he just wants justice done. And in that way, I think he'll get justice done.
One of the things that he said in his testimony was that right matters. because he stuck his neck out. And so, yeah, I think he's doing the right thing. You just don't sweep what was done to him under the rug. And so I think you're right. I think he'd be satisfied. It isn't the money. It's more the integrity and yes, Carla, we are triggered because we want integrity. That's absolutely true for somebody like that. So
we want justice.
We do. I'm getting a bumpy ride. He has a bumpy ride ahead, which we could say we already knew. It says, regardless of how hard you perceive it to be, though, if you allow it and let go of resistance to it, it can be done. And so I get great and full. So the outcome looks like it's going to be okay. It's going to be, that almost looks like one of those cups when you win the race, So I hope so. And again, it might not be the monetary, but it certainly could be, just clearing his name. Not that he needs it cleared, but
maybe it'll affect whistleblowers in the future. Maybe it'll create some sort of protection for whistleblowers in the future, and that I think he also wants.
That's true. Warrior girl, your car ends up flooded under a bridge. That's emotions. That's a lot of emotions, and the car is your physical body. A white car is on top of it. Well, I think that I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I will tell you, when you're doing dreams, that your car and your house are parts of your physical body. Your car is how you get through life, and your house has has a bathroom, so it's the shit, and the living room and the bedroom, and the attic is the spiritual. So
the attic is the spiritual.
Absolutely.
You could do a video on dreams. You know so much about them.
I used to host dream classes many years ago, and I love it.
Maybe you need to have a dream class.
Maybe I do.
Raise your hand in the comments if you would go to Allie's dream class.
It could be fun.
I got my hand raised.
Okay, Susan. Cool. All right. Thank you. All right. ESL is asking, will the AFSCME union for Illinois state employees get stronger over the next few years and have an increase in employees joining this union?
Okay. Stronger over the next years and have an increase in employees joining the union. The AFSCME. Yes, when I concentrate on that, I feel like it's gaining strength. Like I feel strong. I feel flex, like I'm flexing my muscles. Yes, I think the answer is yes. Of course, they're trying to sandbag you. I feel like they're trying to cut your legs out from under you. But what you would need to know is that is like shadow boxing. They don't really have whatever they say they have or whatever they say they're going to do. They don't have the power to do that. Whether it is the actual power or whether there's people who want to exercise that power, however that happens. So don't pay attention to them. Just keep looking. They're telling me, keep looking forward. Don't look to the sides. Don't look behind you. Just keep looking forward.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference where you are. I get a yes. Good cards. Yes. Thanks for the question, ESL. Appreciate it. She says, thanks, Susan. That's awesome.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being a member of the union and supporting it.
Yes, I'm a member of a union as well.
Right now.
Yep, I've always been a union member, and I have 2 teachers unions I'm affiliated with, and I will always be affiliated with as long as I teach. So yeah.
Yep. My dad was a union man. I was raised a union girl.
A union girl. There you go. All right. Lillian Carabello, wondering if her uncle, I don't know if he pronounces it Jesus or Jesus, I'm not sure, but was his name, has a message for my dad. My dad misses him a lot.
All right. I think it's Jesus, but anyway, it depends. I've seen some people say it Jesus. Actually, it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I can connect with him a minute. I got to tell you, Carabello, no. I saw horses. I don't know if this gentleman, if when they were kids, if there was a horse or a donkey that they knew, or I feel like I'm seeing them lead a donkey or something. I don't, maybe I'm very small. I'm thinking like 5 years old, not necessarily 16, really small. Okay. So other than that, he says, he loves him. He loves it's his brother, right? I think this is his brother. He loves his brother. He misses everybody. Are their mother? He's talking about the mom. He's talking about his mother. I can't tell. I asked him and he says, yes, she is here. So I guess she's crossed over. Oh, you're a Paloma. Okay. Your dad had a horse. Okay. So there's the horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Is his mother crossed over? Because he said, yes, she's here. When I asked him, he talked about his mother. So anyway, he says he loves him. He misses him. He says he's fine. Everything is good. He says it's real weird until you get used to it. Real weird, but actually, yes. So his mother is there. So meeting his mother and his father, both of them are over there. He's saying meeting his mother and his father, he was happy to meet them. He felt safe, or like a homecoming when he met his parents there. Is there a sister? I don't know if this sister is there or here. I can see them both there. Yes. Is there a sister? Where's the sister? The sister's, maybe it's a sister-in-law that he's close to. I don't know. Anyway, he's talking about a sister in some way. Could be a sister-in-law. Anyway, he sends his love to his dad, to your dad, and he says he's fine. He's like, look, I'm fine. He's like showing me his body, like I'm fine. So I don't know. Oh no,
she passed away after he
who
did.
passed away 2 months after he did. Okay, so the sister's there too. So that I couldn't understand if he was saying here or there. So yes, he has everybody there. Also, the horse is there.
Paloma, yeah.
There's dogs. There's little dog. There's dogs. There's dogs there. Apparently, these people liked animals, or not everybody, but somebody. They're holding the dogs for somebody. So yeah, that's what I get. I hope that's helpful for you, and I hope that's helpful for your dad. He really sends us love, and he misses him, and yeah.
You get to hear from all those folks now. You can tell Dad. So I get here that it's a very painful experience, and he needs to open up his heart. And I know that's really hard to do when you are grieving. You know, it's very difficult. And it says someone you know, it may even be you, is withholding love and creating a painful experience. So it's the card is saying to open your heart and also be open to discovery, because these people are right around him all the time. All he can just talk to them. You know, people think, would you tell so-and-so that I said hi and I love them? No, you can tell them that. They can hear you and they know everything about you. All you have to do is think about them and they come. Yep.
And his mom, I'm just telling you, his mom is really ready to talk.
Oh, wow.
She's like, she wants to talk to her son. So anyway, so yeah.
So have him be open to hearing from his mom. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
And wait, one more thing. They're saying believe the signs. Like, I think your dad has had situations, experiences where he's either smelled something or heard something or a song or a memory. That's them. They work co-creating, right? To bring the song on the radio or whatever. They can bring smells in, like you could smell cigarette smoke or leather or a pipe or a perfume or flowers. That, and no one else can smell it, but you can. You know, that's them sending you a message. I do feel like they send you message. They send him messages, and I know he knows. He's going to say, yes, I knew it was him.
Isn't that funny? Because last night I was sitting watching the movie, and all of a sudden I smelled sulfur from a match or I didn't know if it was sulfur or it was a candle. And I've never had that. I've had it once in my entire life, and it was pipe tobacco that I smelled. So yeah, I think, as we know, everything's opening up, but I'm not quite sure who it was yet, but I did. And Keith didn't smell it. He couldn't smell it. And I did. So I thought it was interesting. Yeah. Thank you for your question. And, we're so grateful for it. And I hope your father's doing better, dear. Yeah.
Allie, okay. I almost have who that match. I almost have it. I'm close to.
Oh, you do?
It. Yeah. Oh. There's a quirky. I don't know. This is super quirky. I don't know if this is somebody in your family, but did anybody smoke? Remember how you said you smelled pipe, but this isn't really a pipe. This is like literally like a corncob pipe, like some kind of weird. And you would light it. You would light it and have to light the pipe. And I swear it feels like a woman. It feels like maybe your great grandmother.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know any of them, but that's interesting. Okay.
Would she be from a different country? Would she be like Irish or from some other
Wales.
Scottish
Wales.
or?
Yeah, she's from Wales.
Okay. Yep. Well, there you have it. She was a trip. I mean, I'm telling you that if you just caused her too much trouble, she would shoot you.
I love her.
She's spunky. She's little like you, and she's got this crazy pipe. I can't even figure out what it is, and she's got like a pistol. So don't mess with this woman.
Don't mess with her, huh?
Don't mess with her.
Well, thank you for coming in, and thank you for wow, that's awesome. I don't know anything about it.
I just needed to stay with her a little bit longer. I was almost there. I was like, okay, I'm getting better.
Wow. I mean, it's only happened twice.
Do you know her? I mean, have you ever seen a picture of her or anything?
No. No, I didn't even know my grandparents either set. They were dead before I was born. But the mother's side is coming out, and I'm learning more about, not stuff like that, but I'm learning who the names were and things like that. But yeah.
So you have a great grandmother from Wales?
I probably do. Yes. Okay. Yes. I mean, I do on my mother's side.
On your mother's side. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And is Wales in Scotland or Ireland or?
No, it's a country. Wales.
Wales is a whole country. See, I don't know. When I'm connected, I don't know these things.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
From Wales. So Wales. Oh, so Wales.
Yeah. My grandfather was a baker on a ship, and he came over from there to the United States. And so it could be his mother, or it could be her mother. I don't, grandmother.
Or mom's mother. I feel like there's this maternal lineage of just badass.
Okay. Wow. Well, my grandmother died when my mother was 5, so it's probably either her mother or that lineage. Wow. Thank you. What a treat. That's awesome. And thank you, Carla, as well, for your donation. That's so sweet of you. Thanks, everybody.
I mean, you have to understand. She says it was a different era. It's not, you had a gun for protection. She wasn't really, like an outlaw. Right. But, I'm just saying, she would shoot at your feet if you.
I love it. I love it. And what a thing to come in for Valentine's Day, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's awesome. Thank you.
She would have fit right in the Wild West, wouldn't she?
She would have. She definitely would have. Okay. So Anna Banana, and I know she's here. During a meditation, she had several impactful visions. Don't understand all the meanings just yet. Can you ask my guides? Who was the being that slammed the gate shut? Did
you get a good look at it, Anna Banana? Because I'm seeing something, and I don't know if you got a good look at it or not. But I'm a little hesitant to tell you what it looks like. Let's see. So, who was the being? It's some sort of gatekeeper, some sort of I feel like they were saying, not now, or this isn't, or. But I mean, they slammed it. Like I'm seeing it being shut with resolution, not anger. I don't feel like it was slammed out of anger. I feel like it was slammed out of not you, not now, not this isn't for not you yet. Now. It's what I'm getting is like, this isn't for you right now. Don't go there, or don't do that. But anyway, who is the being? It wasn't it's not on your team. This thing is not on your team. It's just, it's kind of like the parking lot security.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with one being in the
not
center.
the right time is what I get. Yeah. Not the right, yeah. In other words, I can't give you access to this just yet.
Yeah. You're not supposed to go there just yet. Wherever you were. I've heard that before from people. Like, you're not. This isn't. You're not ready, or this isn't the place for the time. I don't know who it was. It's just a being that's in charge of these matters. I don't think it has a name. I don't. To be honest with you, certain energies I don't like talking to. Because I'm a pansy. I don't.
You don't want them following you home. Yeah.
And number two, I don't like authority. So authority irritates me anyway. So so this guy is not. He's not kindly. He's not going to be like, oh, Susan, let me explain what's going on. No, that's not his energy. His energy is like, don't even come over here. Don't look at me. You're not supposed to be here. Go away.
Yeah.
Like the troll under the bridge kind of thing.
Yep. Susan, you and I have that in common. I am awful. Authority figures really, really bug me. I can't. It's like their heads are too puffed up, whether they're spiritual or physical. Yeah. Well, I get here, Anna. You need to start sharing your gifts. Get ready to see movement when you choose to share your gifts. So apparently you've built up this entire repertoire of different things you know about. And it says you got to start sharing them, and then we'll get you to the next level. But you can't get in right now. You don't have the right pass.
What if you're supposed to share your gifts? What if you're supposed to go inside and not outside? Maybe you're sort of going out and looking for information or collecting information. And what they're saying is it's all in here.
Yeah. Yep. And once you do that, then you'll be able to get past the gate.
Yeah, that's true. She's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ali is right. Like, it's sort of like standing in your own power. Once you know the knowledge, then you get access. That's very true, Ali. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and that's the vibe she got too.
Okay. Good. And
it's not a family and it's not a guide. It's a gatekeeper dude.
It's a gatekeeper dude.
It sort of looks like it looks like a weird lizardy kind of dude. Like, I don't know.
We don't want those people around us. Ooh.
Well, I'm not gonna discriminate against all lizard aliens.
All lizards, okay. All right.
But some, I understand some are okay and some are nice, and we have to learn to be discerning.
That's true. Anna, I think it's wonderful. You've been creating her own deck based on images and meditations. So this may be an image you want to use. This may be it.
Troll under the bridge. That's a better image of what it's not what I'm seeing, but that's what they're telling me. So,
Yep. But if you got a gatekeeper card, it's like, it's sort of like, this is a mystery and you can't access it just yet.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Awesome is right. Thank you. All right. Yes, more water. Pamela Bennett woke up scared, seeing what looked like an owl perched on her nightstand, peering down at me. What was that and why? She said it wasn't a dream.
Well, are you in the chat, dear?
I hope so.
So owls connote wisdom. Owls have different meanings to different groups, different cultures. Some cultures think that they, are the portal to the other side. Owls help you cross the veil for that, like mediumship and that kind of thing. Some associate owls with aliens. I actually do. So that could be, oh, you're here. Okay. How do you feel about aliens? Are you, here's your three choices. I don't like them, or I'm indifferent to them, or I love them. Because that'll tell me a lot right there. Just, But But if
how do
you're
you feel
okay
about
with
him?
them, that was probably an alien or a portal. You know, they're trying to tell you that you could have these abilities. What do you think?
You know, I go with the old fashioned one, but it's fine that everybody. This is the thing about dreams, is that and I know this isn't a dream. I'm not saying it is, but she said she thinks they visited. So, but you know, if you had a dream about a dog and you were afraid of dogs, it would be a very different dream than somebody who loved dogs, had no problem with dogs. So owls would be the same thing. She said, ooh, marks
That's
on
what
her
I just
body.
jumped up to. They left marks on her body.
And she said
And
not
they're
too
not too
scared.
scared.
Okay.
And you believe.
She believes in him. Okay. Okay.
Are you familiar with Dr. Gail, Pamela? Because that's our resident alien expert around here. And her channel is Skywalking with Moon. Moon was her dog who's crossed over. And you might want to check her. You might want to even get a reading with her because she can kind of help you understand who's visiting you and why and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that can be helpful, I think, really.
I pulled the card. I think of owls as wisdom. I just tend to do that because it's just what I kind of believe in. But it says here that it's a guiding light. In your darkest hour, you'll find the light that will shine through you and lead the way. So maybe it was a portent of, you know, could have been alien. It could have also been that you're going to get more wisdom, but you could get more wisdom about aliens or anything else, you know, whatever it is that you feel. But I tend to love owls. And I remember first seeing the picture of an owl's legs. I think I talked about this before. They're like this long, but you never see them because their bodies, they have so many feathers. So to me, they're just awesome.
When you see their legs, you're like, what?
Where were they all the time? Yeah, and they're skinny, but they're cute.
Yeah, and long. Yeah,
you're right. All right. I hope that helps you, dear. And yes, Dr. Gail might be able to.
Oh, thank you, Vivian. She put her link on there.
Oh, thanks, Vivian. Yes. Appreciate my moderators. They're all wonderful. Thank you guys for everything. Sandra Kay, her daughter passed. I miss her and would love to hear any messages. Her name is Laura. I'm sorry. Who is she there with? Thank you, Sandra, for giving us her name.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Incredibly hard. I know. Let's see. Let me see if I can get Laura on the phone here. On the bat phone. I'm feeling like, I don't know, Sandra, if you're in the chat or not. I feel like she's showing me herself, but it looks wavy, like watery. It's not how I typically see them. I don't feel like she's a talker, or at least to me, she's not talking a lot to me. I'm gonna sit. She's very peaceful. She's sitting down with me. Like I invited her to sit down on a bench with me to see if I could get her to come closer so I could talk to her. She's sitting down with me. She seems very calm. Peace. She seems peaceful. She's telling me she's there, I think, with her grandfather. Although she's using a different name, like a Papa or Papa. I don't know. I can't tell. She's not very talkative, but she's perfectly fine. Yes, I also see a woman with her. And she's just really quiet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get much out of her without you being in chat. She doesn't want to talk that much. Now, this doesn't mean that if you got a reading with another medium or you came on here with the mediums that Allie has on, that she won't be more talkative. It's just right now, this minute. And I have to do this so fast that if they don't talk quickly and I don't get a connection quickly, I can't really spend a lot of time, unfortunately, with her. But she seems to be fine. Now she's smiling.
Oh. So what I get is a starry night. I'm thinking that if you go outside on a starry night and you look up, she says that the light from the stars will remind you there is hope for your future. And even though you've lost your daughter, and she's up with the stars and sending you lots of light down. And here I get that she also, it was a willing release. See, in other words, you know, who likes to think about death being, you know, oh, good, I think I'll choose that today. You know, like we don't want to choose it. But I think that there are some people that do have a willing release. They're saying my time is up. I recognize that it's time for me to go. So that's what I got. And I don't know if that, you know,
that resonates. That resonates. That's what she's saying. She's like,
might be why she's so quiet.
She had to let go. It's like I had to let go.
Yep. Yep. And she says, you know, I'm up here with the stars. When you look up, know that we're under the same canopy and we're still together.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. All right. We got about four left or so. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back to my page.
That's okay.
This silly. There we go. All right. Joanne Sanchez is wondering about a house. Do you see her staying in a home and fixing it or moving to a ranch style?
I don't see you staying in it. I just don't feel like you want to. I feel like when you look at it, you think, I don't have the energy for this. I don't have the energy or the desire. Like if somebody makes me, I'll do it. You know, like if it's in my best interest, I'll do it. But, you know, yeah, I don't see you doing that. I see you moving to a ranch style home. And I see you really liking it. I see you really, really liking this new home. And you just love it. And it's funny because it's not like it's Better Homes and Gardens. It's perfect for you. You're like, I just like it. This is just me. And that's all you have to please is you.
That's it. And so I'm reminded of where I live. I live in a manufactured home, but on 2.5 acres. And I am in love with my property and my home, even though it's certainly not, you know, Taj Mahal or anything like that. You know, it's old, but it's where I need to be. It's where I feel more comfortable. So I get here the lay of the land. Look to your ancestors here. And the land, of course, would be part of your home. So I'm getting that you're probably going to look at the lay of the land in different places so that you could find the correct spot and let your ancestors help you out. They're there for you. Ask them what they think. And they'll be providing you with wisdom. But I agree with Susan. I think you're going to find a ranch somewhere that you're going to love. Yeah. And you know what I love about mine? Mine's also, it's not a ranch, but it's one story. And I don't have to go up and down stairs. I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah.
That's what I sense. That she's, and even just I feel like her ceilings are high. Like maybe she has vaulted ceilings or high ceilings in some part. And it's just a pain, right? It just feels like a pain to deal with it.
Absolutely. And sometimes people don't even bother to go upstairs if they're by themselves or whatever. They just shut it all down. And what's the point of having it? Yeah. Yeah. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. We see you house hunting. All right. I think we're double checking in. I think Suzanne told us about her 94-year-old mom who passed away maybe a month or two ago. I don't know. She was very scared to pass, and she wants to know if she has any messages. Her name is June.
Yeah. June is fine. She is, she seems like a smallish lady, not very tall. And I don't know if she had a sense of humor, but she's telling me she has her dancing shoes on. and she's sort of, you know, doing a little thing with her feet, like they're not tap shoes, but they're I don't know if she's being funny or if she liked to dance when she was younger. But
Oh.
was her husband up there? She's up there with a man, I feel like. It could be her dad, but it feels like she's up there with a man, and she feels very comfortable with him. He feels very strong. You know, he feels strong and protective, and you know, so that's the same thing I would get from a father as a husband. So I can't tell if it's. I think it's her father. I don't know. But anyway, she's perfectly fine. She's living life on the other side. You know what I mean? It's like similar but different. She does all the things that she couldn't do. You know, like living to 94, you know, she really preferred her 50s. So, you know, she's just saying that, you know, there were a lot of years where she really couldn't do the things that she wanted to do. Yeah. And now she just feels like she can. What did you get?
And don't they go back to the age that they loved the most? I think it is. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. I got some really good news, Sue Ann. A divine intervention is on its way. So get ready for a miracle. You're in the midst of a divine intervention. I don't know if that means you're going to hear from her, maybe in a dream, or maybe really even hear her. I don't know. But be open to miracles because they're coming. And maybe it's not even, it isn't even maybe your mom's telling you there's something coming. I don't know. So yeah. Oh, I think it's a great news. And again, we're sorry for your loss. And I don't care how old you are or how old they are. It's way too soon to lose your mom. And so we send you lots of love. Yep. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oops, sorry. This is from Jill Sinanon. She loved one guy named Carl, and he passed several months ago. Does he hear me when I talk to him? Can I get a validating message?
Jill, I can try. Let me see if I can get Carl on the phone here. Hold on, there's a lot going on over there for you. You've got some other people over there. Carl. Come on, Carl. I'm sorry for your loss, by the way, too, dear. You've got some interference. I don't know who's there. Somebody else is there kind of coming in and talking kind of around, or there just seems to be one or two people that seem to be in the way of Carl. But I feel like if I'm going to try to focus harder on him, so I feel like who I'm seeing is I feel like he's got dark eyes, brown eyes, or maybe hazel, but I feel like it's brown. I feel like he seems like a gentle guy, like a nice guy, like he doesn't seem thin. He doesn't seem fat to me, or at least that's not what he's showing me. But he does seem like he's a little bit, you know, a little bit huskier. He's I don't know. I don't think you're in chat. He's telling me that he would have been like, you know, I don't know why I'm sensing clean. Like, I don't know if he just kept, you know, he didn't have something about his hands and his fingernails being clean. I don't know if he did dirty work and he cleaned them because you wanted him to, or if that was just something that he wants to talk about. I almost feel like he's saying, look, babe, my nails are something like that. I can't tell if this is Carl because there's really 2 or 3 people around him. And there's a lot of interference going on, just meaning they all want to talk and they're all talking at the same time. And without you in the chat, I can't. If I had a validation that this made sense, I would just keep going. But I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. He sends his love to you. He misses you. He says everything is going to be okay. You're going to be fine. I think you have a concern about that, but he says you're going to be fine. You've got this. You're going to be fine. What did you get, Allie?
When you were talking about the hands, the fastidious thing, I was thinking maybe he was an auto mechanic that was always worried about getting all that grease and dirt out of his fingernails. But I get
seems so clean. Like I'm like looking at my hands and I'm like, my hands are clean, but his hands are like, I'm like, it just
shiny.
looks like a hand.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it is. Like,
it probably is. Yeah. I get here that you have been making healthy choices you've been meaning to make, and so you're doing some conscious living. I think he's watching you and he's proud of you for those things that you're doing. But I'm not getting a direct message except for that maybe he was an auto mechanic and did something with his hands that meant he had to worry about how dirty they, I had a boyfriend who was an auto mechanic, and, going to the prom, I didn't want him to come in with icky, greasy fingers, So,
and it's hard to get that stuff off. I mean,
it is. You have to have a special cleaner. He wanted
to talk about his fingers and his hands, and that's what. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
that's awesome. All right, I have the last one here is from Cynthia Pierce. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Any messages from her dad, Joe?
Let me see if I can connect with him. Well, he could be. I don't know if you're in the chat either, Cynthia. I don't know if I've seen your name. So let me see if I can pull up Joe here. I don't know if Joe, the gentleman that I'm seeing, he doesn't seem terribly tall, like maybe 5'8", 5'9" at the most, I think. Oh, you're here, Cynthia? Great. So just let me know if this makes sense, and then once I know I've got the right man on the phone, I'll keep going. Was he a little bit of a shorter guy, like 5'9"? I'm seeing somebody. I just don't know if this is your father or your grandfather. I feel like he also, and it's okay if he wasn't short, let me know, because I need to figure out who I'm talking to, right? So I feel like he had light colored eyes. He could have had, the guy that I'm seeing could have had light colored hair, either silver or blonde. Or maybe just 5'7". Okay, so maybe it's him. Did he have light colored eyes and sort of? I feel like he was a nice guy. Like he was pretty friendly. Not really moody. Not the quiet type. I don't think he was a jabberer. But I think that he was pretty friendly guy. Was he in the service? I feel like he's showing me some kind of a veteran, like he was a veteran. Let me know if any of that makes sense. But he sends his love to you. He's talking about mom. I guess, is mom there or here? Talking about mom, your mom. He's talking about your mom. I feel like she's there with him. I don't know if you disappeared, dear, but if, hopefully some of that makes sense for you. He sends his love to you, and he watches over you. I mean, he knows what's going on in your life. So what did you get, Allie?
I got here that you are expanding right now, Cynthia, and that you're getting ready to move up into higher levels of consciousness. And he says, simply quiet your mind, because you're ready to move and expand. Look at, and you'll be able to talk to him. That's what he's saying. If you just quiet your mind and expand your consciousness, you will be able to talk to him if you can do that. So that's what I've got for that. Yeah.
Okay. So he was in the Army in the 60s. Okay.
Okay. That's interesting. So he would have probably been a Vietnam vet, right? I'm thinking. Or my brother, I had two brothers. One was in the early 60s and he wasn't. And my other brother was.
It depends on how old Cynthia is, right? I mean, it could have been,
true.
He could have been in the Korean War. So I don't know. I don't know. He's not showing me that part. I have to work. He's not a super chatty guy. I have to work really hard to get information from him. But I get once he warms up to you, I think he's quite friendly. And he's friendly anyway. I mean, I feel like he's a friendly guy. But he's not a super chatty.
To talk more privately. Yeah. Sometimes
exactly.
we want to talk more privately.
Exactly.
And we can't pull it out of him if that's the case.
Right.
Okay, blessed Aunt Adele. She's wondering if we can tell her about Aunt. And I'm only doing these because we have just a little bit of time. We usually don't.
There's somebody that had a question about whether they would have permanent housing.
Okay.
That would be something that I wouldn't mind answering because housing is so.
I'll go see if I can find that one too.
Or just post it again if you're still here. Yep. If you're still here, post it again. Just say I'm here. I know it takes a long time to type, and you guys are often listening and doing other things. Right. Okay, so blessed 1111, your Aunt Adele. She was like a second mother to you. Your Aunt Adele. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing maybe red ribbons. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing I can't tell if this is crafts or cooking. Either crafts, like doing a craft together, or cooking and decorating, or baking, decorating things. Let me know if that makes sense for your Aunt Adele, and I'll keep going. I just want to make sure I have the right person. So I don't know what red means. Maybe because it's Valentine's Day. I don't know. But so yes, I feel like she was very important in your life. I can see that. I can see that you spent quite a lot of time with her, off and on. And I know that when you didn't see her, you asked about her. You asked to spend time with her. So yes. So yes, you would ask to spend time with her, and you would say, "Can I go see her?" But yeah, so she sends her love. I mean, these are really quick, you guys. Really, really quick readings for a medium to just pull somebody out of thin air and give you a reading in a couple of minutes. I don't know if you know, that's not very typical of this kind of work. So it's I give you what they give me. And if they don't give me what you're looking for, then this is all I can do. But
it's not easy to do.
Aunt Adele, I think that's all I'm getting from her. Red.
I get here that she wants you to thank your lucky stars. She says, as you begin to count your blessings, more and more will come. She says, you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. Thank your lucky stars. She says, I thank my lucky stars that I was able to be that person for you.
Oh,
so That's what I
Yes,
get.
I think you guys loved each other. I mean, it was definitely a mutual appreciation thing.
I had an aunt like that. I had a couple of aunts like that I would rather spend time with sometimes, they just were wonderful. Yeah.
Okay.
Betty, Cruz Turner, if you've got something for Betty.
I wonder what
Betty,
your dad's
you got to tell
name
us your
Betty.
dad's name. We don't have your dad's name here, Betty, if you're still here.
It's just hard for me to get through all the energetic clutter. If I have a name, it's quicker. So Betty, your dad. The first thing off the top of my head is a car. I'm seeing a car. I'm seeing it would mean something, and not just any car. It would mean something to you. It was a car that meant something to him. I don't. It's not like he was a car guy. I'm not saying he had five cars in the garage. I'm just saying that this is what my dad does, right? My dad talks to mediums about things that didn't even happen while I was alive. So I didn't know that story about it. I would just say, no, you've got the wrong guy, right? So that's what I'm getting from him. There's a car. It's I feel like you were maybe there's a picture. I feel like you were dressed in a cowgirl hat, and in like an outfit, and you were standing in the front seat of the car. The car could have been a convertible or something. It was something very different. There was something different about this memory that he wants to share with you. But I think that's all I'm going to get out of him. I mean, without spending 5 minutes, I could bring him up and we could have a conversation. I don't have 5 minutes, unfortunately.
I know. Here's the one that you were wanting to answer. I think.
Thank you.
Patricia DeMille.
I hope you're still here, Patricia, so you can hear this. Yes, dear. I see you finding stable housing by September, to be honest with you. By August, September, you're going to find stable housing. Okay. I know that can be very unnerving and anxiety producing. So I just wanted to give you that information because it's good. It's happy. It's hopefully good information.
In other words, it may seem far away, but don't give up. It's on its way. Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly
and have
right.
confidence in your own magic, girl. See it, put in your mind what it is you're looking for, and make it as specific as possible. I'd like to have a 1-bedroom on a second floor with a balcony or whatever it is, try and make it and manifest it and keep thinking about it. And I think that, yes, that it will manifest for you.
See yourself living there,
there. Right.
Bring your emotion into it. How do I feel when I walk in the door? How do I feel when I put my things down? How do I feel when I wake up in the morning? Live there. That's how we manifest stuff.
That's how we manifest it. Okay, I've got one more, but Annette, I don't know if you're here. And if you aren't here, I don't know if Susan can reach Mom. So if Annette Turcotte's still here, today would have been her birthday. And that's...
that's sweet. I feel like I talked to her, Annette Turcotte, on one of my videos recently. But I don't know if it was this because I'm connected to, and I don't know what I'm even saying. Okay, your mom, we don't know what her name is. Annette's mom's, she passed away a few years ago. I feel like she's showing me red cardinals. I feel like she uses those to talk to you. I'm hearing music. I feel like I'm hearing almost like a music box music. I don't know what that means. I'm seeing flowers. I'm seeing flowers for her birthday. I'm seeing a reunion. I don't know if her husband is there, but I'm feeling like there's a reunion there. Is there also an anniversary near this date? I feel like there's an anniversary, some sort of anniversary around this date as well. But yeah, she's fine. Your mother is fine. She sends her love. She says, thank you for thinking about her. It's like, she says it's like getting a birthday card in heaven, which is very sweet. That's a very sweet thing. So thank you, dear. Happy birthday to your mom.
She says everything here is in perfect harmony. And the music is beautiful. And music box, music. Yeah.
There you go. Right. Harmony, music. Yeah. Right. I don't know what the music, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I get.
I get you. I just have a couple of shout outs I want to get. I want to shout out to Kelly, whose father-in-law is not doing well. I'd like to shout out to my, just a short prayer to that, and also to my daughter's beloved. His mother lives in Romania, which is right near where all this BS is. You know, it's not close, but it's right near there. But she just got pancreatic cancer diagnosis. And so I want to send out love to her. Her name is Oltia, and she can't speak a word of English, but she and I communicate all the time through translation. And she's just a fabulous lady. So I want to just, and anybody else, Linda Thompson, your mom's birthday was yesterday. There's a lot coming through. Try to stay positive for Valentine's Day if you're single. It's okay. I'm going to have a show about self-care tomorrow. So check in with that.
I ain't scared. I got chocolate.
All right. Chocolate's good. So I just want to send love and healing energies to those in need. And thanks to everybody for your questions and prayer. Make sure you go to my community page if you want to always have your, because we don't usually take from the chat. And so we just had a little bit of time today to do that. But lots of love, and happy Galentine's Day, and happy Valentine's Day, and happy Friendship Day, and everything else. We love you all. Thank you for your donations, and thanks to my moderators. And thank you, Susan, as always.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Much love.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
Bye-bye.